Yeah. Ooh. Hotel room. Always working. Yeah. Out in California, counting up my blessings. Only 24 with a multi-million-dollar pension off my catalog. That's cause I'm a Don, like Cheeto, cause I'm on and I got.
Welcome to the first episode of the Phorm Report. My name is James Hillegas. If you want to know who I am and what I do, you can go back and watch the first episode. I'll put the link somewhere on the screen in the description for you to go back. But nonetheless, today I want to show you an app, probably one of the first apps I started using when I started getting into the quote-unquote construction technology or construction technologist world, and that's an app called StructionSite. It's a pretty, quote-unquote low-hanging fruit, low barrier to entry. Construction, you're not a true construction person, tradesman, until you know the TLAs or you take photos of everything. And that's one of the biggest challenges in construction. We've taken so many photos of so many places. This building that we're standing in is roughly 400,000 square feet. Things change. It's months and months and months of construction. And then you try and go back and find that one photo or find that one thing for that RFI or the question or the confusion. And StructionSite, it's a great tool. That's kind of how I first got started. The first application I used it on, when I tried out a trial version of it. Actually, I borrowed a 360 camera from a friend. I had a friend that had a VR studio here, and I was like, hey, can I borrow your 360 camera? I'd like to try something out. And I just tried it out on a simple estimating project. We were estimating a project to do some interior renovation at a college in Cleveland, Ohio, and I knew it would be confusing to remember where all the photos came from. People are trying to mark where the photo came from. It came from here. I was looking at this wall, or it came from here. I was looking at this wall, and that's just cumbersome, right? It doesn't really have to be that way. And especially when you're estimating, you don't want to miss something. And just like when you put it into work or you manage your project, you also don't want to miss something or spend hours or minutes looking for something. And those minutes, over time, they start to add up. And so today, what I wanted to do is I wanted to review StructionSite. So what I have here is the first camera, 360 camera that I used, and got a nice case off of Amazon just because I don't want to drop it. But this is just the Ricoh Theta V. Comes in a nice plastic sleeve, or I guess I don't even know what the material is, sleeve. But here's the camera. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to have to pair the cameras. So to pair the cameras, I'm simply going to turn this one on. And once it's on, you get a blue light. And for the Ricoh Theta V in particular, you're going to go to your Wi-Fi and you're going to connect the two cameras together. Also want to make sure your camera is actually transmitting Wi-Fi. And in my case, my phone already recognizes this camera because I've used it before. So it'll quickly pair up, and then we will open up the StructionSite app. Now, one important thing I forgot to mention is obviously you make an account on StructionSite, and that is where you upload your PDF documents of your drawings. In my case in particular, I've just uploaded the floor plans for the hospital that I'm currently building, so ground through roof, 6 floors in between. And when I'm working on the exterior of the building, I've tried taking photos of the elevations. And we can get into all the nitty-gritty, but I really just want to give an overview of an honest product review. So we're going to go to the project we're working on, Sumo West Tower. I'm on the 2nd floor. And what you're going to want to do is you are this little dot right here. And you're going to locate yourself in the building. I am standing right here in this hallway. Right here. And you can... Right now I'm in standard view, which is on the phone. We'll switch it to 360 view and you become this little dot. And you'll start to see a preview of your 360 camera. Now, usually a lot of people do use a tripod to kind of hold their camera. So one, the image is steady, and two, it doesn't get blurry if you move, and you can also put a light around it. Here, lucky enough, the electrician wired up some lighting. Not for me. I mean, I can think it's for me, but it's not for me. And you can use a tripod like a walking stick. Right now the camera's recording on the tripod I own, so we're just going to work with this. But simply I usually hold it up right about head level. If I had the tripod, it'd be a little bit easier. and then you just push the button. So it takes a photo, and we'll just go ahead and walk down this hallway real quick. So what you want to do next is, after you capture those videos, is you'll want to get back to the trailer, unless your job does have good Wi-Fi or you don't mind using your data, and you want to upload all of those photos. And then the next step, we will kind of show you how it looks both primarily from a desktop. Looking at the 360 photos on your phone is okay. I personally don't like it. I think the phone's a little small. It doesn't quite work, but we'll take a look at it on a desktop. I look forward to them improving. As one is they are integrating Video Walk. So I tried Video Walk as a beta early on, and obviously as I record this video, they're moving out of the beta phase, and you definitely need a camera that's better. So the Ricoh Theta V, it's just not designed to handle video really well. It froze up on me a lot. The phone froze, the camera froze, the files got really large, and it never really worked. So I've never really been able to use Video Walk. Now, I know a lot of people have talked about the Garmin Verb. The camera is about twice as much as the Ricoh Theta, and I just haven't purchased one. Now, Video Walk or taking videos makes a whole heck of a lot more sense. So as you noticed during those, when I was walking, is I would have to stop, at every point, because if I was in motion, the images would get a little bit blurry because I was walking as I was trying to capture. With Video Walk, it seamlessly, basically stitches all that 360 data together into some very nice images. But you just need to make sure you have the right equipment. And obviously, it being an $800 camera over this, which was a $400 camera, the ROI is pretty obvious in the time that takes you to walk around. And that's kind of the other bug, or just the challenge that you have with capturing photos, is it's the time that it takes you to capture all of those images, and it can be a long time. So for example, on this job site, it takes roughly an hour to do a full capture, including both the outside exterior and the inside interiors, and in each and every room. Obviously there's nooks and crannies everywhere. There's a room over here, and then you walk down again, and there's another room, and there's another hallway, and you can see that things start to really add up. There's a lot of, that takes a very long time. So the one thing I'm looking forward to is being able to integrate rovers and automatically capture that data. Now, I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole of that because I'm catching myself, but those are kind of some of the things I'm looking forward to them improving. Also, integrating AI, helping tag photos for you automatically, things of that nature. One of the things I'm looking forward to trying from StructionSite is the product track. I haven't tried it out, so I can't speak to it totally, but it's one of the features that they're integrating that I'm looking forward to trying. But overall, StructionSite is a great way to get started in the construction technology world. It's a good first step. It's a low barrier to entry. The product is competitively priced, and the tools are useful. It solves a real pain point with organizing photos and data. 360 cameras, on a low end, $400 is not that cheap in the grand scheme of, construction tools cost a couple $100. And the best way to look at it from an ROI standpoint that I found is organizing your data based on location, which is kind of how a lot of things in construction are organized, and also based on time, because obviously as time progresses, this drywall wasn't hung, it wasn't painted, taped, finished. It used to just be bare studs months ago. And that's kind of the couple other things that I like. And actually, before I forget, the one tip or thing I would add is on the exterior of a building within the StructionSite app, you can just use your standard camera and point it at wherever you're looking, wherever you're standing at with an arrow. And I like that feature for exterior facade captures, and I'll show you some examples of things that I've captured on the outside, and that's pretty much on this project what I've quote-unquote specialized in. It's just what I'm most responsible for, and that's what I spend most of the time capturing. If you have any questions regarding StructionSite, I'm happy to leave you my email. Feel free to reach out to me. Phil and the team over there, Mike, is a great guys to work with. Again, great low barrier to entry, and look forward to catching you guys on the second episode of Field Report.